I think one of the one of the worst things you can do is just to go up to someone that you barely know and just ask them to be your mentor. Like no one's.
Well, I get that a lot. People will say, "Hey, can you be my mentor?" And I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
But if you ask me a question, I'll give you an answer.
Right.
Right. And
right.
that's the other thing. I think people do a little bit. They raise the bar to getting help for themselves. Nobody at any level wants to go on a rescue mission because they're also going through, I don't care how successful you are, you're grappling with something.
Yeah.
You're grappling with trying to get to the next level. You're grappling with a personal issue. Maybe you're going through divorce. So everybody has limited bandwidth. I always say to folks who are looking for advice, make it digestible and discreet, like 3 discrete questions that you need to ask to go to the next place.
Right.
So by definition, seeking a mentor, you're asking somebody to take custody of your entire being, as opposed to saying, these are the 3 hurdles I need to tackle next. Can you give me quick advice?
Yeah.
Like I tell people, don't ever ask anybody to go to coffee or, I'll take you out for a meal. Like, no, just ask a question or 2 or 3 that gets you to the next place.
Yeah.
And anybody at any level will be willing to help you.
Yeah. I mean, this is part of the question that I wanted to ask is because I think a lot of people get sidetracked when they're not able to find a mentor because people have always told them, whether it's self-help books or the motivational mentors online, they're constantly telling them, find a mentor, find someone that can really help you. So when someone's in a position where maybe they're living in China or India or they're just not in a position to find a mentor that can help them, they get extremely disappointed because they think without a mentor, they're kind of screwed. So I think it's amazing advice that you're giving. It's like, you don't need this savior to give you the answers to everything that you want in your life.
Well, if anything, it's actually not taking advantage of connectivity. I mean, before Instagram, how would you have a potential one-to-one relationship with any high-profile individual? They may not answer your DM, but I would argue that if your DM had a very simple question and you also made it clear, I'm only going to ask you this one question or these 2 questions. I had that the other day. There was somebody in India sent me this amazing. You could hear from their DM that they were tortured, and they were pursuing a degree in accounting, and they were being kind of pressured into it by their parents, but they knew that their heart was not in accounting. And they felt like the die was cast, and this was the equivalent of a death sentence that they had to get a degree in accounting.
God.
And so, but it was one discrete question, and I enjoyed responding, saying, "You'll never regret having an accounting degree, and you're 21 years old. It's perfectly fine. Like go through it, get the accounting degree, be grateful that you have it because you know your numbers, and then do whatever you want." And I made the point that when I graduated from law school after 4 years at night, going to Fordham during 9/11 and everything I was dealing with. I graduated and I never practiced a day in my life. Not only that, I never even took the bar exam because I wanted to make sure I never practiced a day in my life.
Wow.
So, a lot of times people think that the die is cast. There's this sort of tractor beam pulling you forward down a path you wish you didn't have to go down. And so, point of that story is it was one question. And it was a piece of advice, and wrote me this wonderful, tender email, this person in India, about how thank you. It changed my whole perspective. I talked to my parents last night. I was like, great. And I was able to do that within the course of my life, right? And so the emphasis on mentor is wrong. Mentorship is the right perspective.
And the difference being, it's not just this constant relationship that you go to for everything. It's specific points of advice that you need for specific people.
And that's also more realistic, right? Like,
for sure.
At the end of the day, it's really what you're asking for.
Yeah.
And if you're actually asking for somebody to take custody of your life, you're going about it the wrong way, because there is no deity out there who has all the answers except for Curtis on spirituality. No, but there really is nobody who's going to be able to take custody of your life.
Right.
And and it's also an inauthentic relation. What's the likelihood that you'd reach out to a stranger who's truly going to give you the intimacy you need to take custody of your life?
Right. Especially if they don't know you, right?
They don't know you, right?
Yeah.
That's what partners are for. And and so begin with that question and break it down. But that requires a degree of discipline. So then you have to say to yourself, oh, okay, what is the most important question I'm trying to answer next to take the next step in my life, which is a process people don't often want to go through in business and in their personal lives.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I imagine a lot of people come to you for business, but I have, for anyone, they could get advice from a friend about relationships.
Yeah.
They could get someone else for health or fitness. There's mentors in different areas in your life, I feel. So yeah, it's not this like all in all package that you get.
No, and even on business, when people come to me, and I give this advice to other people seeking out advice from mentors or business leaders, you have to come with something that they can work on and get their teeth into. If it's a nebulous, non-formed idea, it's unlikely that even a mentor is going to help you take it the rest of the way there. But if you came to them with a specific fact pattern, that's something they could get their teeth into.
Yeah. Where do you place a just given your own experience and how you've had to figure out a lot of things yourself, where do you place an importance in terms of mentors and advisors in specific parts of someone's life?
100% necessary and valid and great. I think where I deviate a little bit, there's a lot of focus on formality. Like I have a mentor, therefore I'm making progress, right? To me, the idea of a mentor is really the cumulative effect of pieces of advice from people who know better than you do.
Yeah.
And so I don't put a lot of energy on a mentor as opposed to seeking out mentorship over a fact pattern that I need help with, right? Because it almost implies that there's somebody out there who's got, again, the guiding light to get to where you need to go. And it deifies them too much, in my opinion. So I seek mentorship rather than mentors.